Feel free to do so. On page 3, number 7, you say that commissioners sitting on the selection committees can be tantamount to extortion. I've seen it in my election, you said.
Yes, I have been contacted. I can't, can I make off-the-record comments here?
She's got a camera on.
No.
So that's
okay.
You're
definitely on the record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want clarification. I have been contacted by a number of lobbyists who have candidly been saying that they've been given quotas right now. You know, they get quoted up. We expect 5,000 from you. We expect 3,000 from you. Some of these have come when there are votes pending on their issues. And I know of one lawyer who has contacted me and asked me, and I will respect her privilege, she said her client issued an affidavit because they were so uncomfortable with this, and the lawyer is holding this in her possession just in case, you know, anything.
And who were they?
arises.
Who were they asked for this money from? The campaign or
They were
the
asked for money
commissioner
for this
directly?
commissioner asked for money for a campaign.
Commissioner Gunzburger is the person that made the contact, or someone from her campaign?
No, directly.
Wow.
Now there are. Commissioner Gunzburger recently added herself to. Buddy Nevins wrote a column on this. 5 different selection committees.
She told us it was for the good of the common good.
That takes a very broad think of what is the common good.
Those were my words. They were my words. Common good is my
She
words.
said was she did it to keep an eye on.
Yes.
On the unethical.
A protective measure.
Right.
As a protective measure from who or what?
No, that she wanted to make sure that the decisions being made were on the up and up.
Right. It was a. Yeah.
That's hysterical. You know, can you?
Well, I don't think she meant to be funny.
But it was. I mean, there are. If you were to, if I will speak with you off the record later, and I can point you in some directions. If you call, I don't know if you called. Certainly, if law enforcement called a number of lobbyists and asked them, I don't think the lobbyists will lie. Many of them will specifically say, I was contacted, I was told who my clients are, and told I am expected to give a certain amount of money. And
this is when Commissioner Gunzburger is sitting on the selection committee for that contract.
Yes. And I'm only responding since you asked me this question. I want to clarify that. But yes, I mean, absolutely. I'll give you an example, though. This is just, it's one I pointed out before. She recently, and I don't know who she's doing this for, but she added herself to the selection committee to choose the coffee vendor at the airport parking garage. Now, I was unaware that she was such a barista that she can tell the difference between Robusto and Arabica beans blindfolded, that it was so important that she add herself to the parking garage coffee vendor selection committee 3 weeks after the deadline to do so had passed. For a commissioner to do this while they're running, while they are strongly suggesting, and that's all I'll say she's doing, strongly advocating that people give her money for her campaign while she's on the selection committees, I think is wrong. I think we urgently need to eliminate county commissioners serving on selection committees. They don't do it in Dade. They don't do it in Palm Beach. They don't do it in Collier County. So anywhere surrounding, maybe they do it in Europe, which is the next county to the east. But there's no reason to have the county commissioners on those selection committees. And for someone who keeps saying, oh, I'm the ethical one, to bring up, to add herself to all of these selection committees, knowing she could lose in 2 months, but at the time that she's trying so hard to raise campaign money, and all you need to do is follow the money, It's easy to see. We do disclosures. You will see, I guarantee you, that she's raising money from the people, the vendors in the selection that are applying, or their lobbyists or agents. That's wrong. And since she has brought up all of these attacks on me, I will, and even though I really